Hello, everyone. Uh, Please accept my greetings on behalf of CRAFT, the Center for Research and Advocacy to Combat Tobacco, which is Tobacco Industry Observatory in Bangladesh. I would like to share an success story from Bangladesh. Maybe the largest telephone mobile phone operator, Grameenphone, has been promoting e-cigarette under the disguise of COVID-19 awareness, but later they removed the post from protesting anti-tobacco group. You see in the slide from the left picture, that is the Grameenphone Facebook post. They said, is COVID-19 spread through AC or e-cigarette? And they refer, no. That means they are promoting e-cigarette somehow, that e-cigarette does not spreading COVID-19 virus. And they use as a reference WHO Bangladesh logo, you see in the bottom of the Facebook post. And the post was given on their Facebook page on 10th April. The question is why we expose this fact, because the Facebook page have a large follower, and that is 15 million plus, and most of them are youth. So we assume that this is intentional, and they are trying to promote e-cigarette by somehow with this post, and we exposed it immediately. So what we have done, that is in the next slide. Yes, what immediate action we have taken? Just immediate when we have informed about this wrongdoing of Grameenphone, we immediately send an alert among the media and tobacco control organizations in the country. Apart from this, in addition to this, we also bring the issue in the attention of WHO Bangladesh office, that the Grameenphone has been doing wrong with using their logo in their Facebook page. So that actions we have taken. What will be the immediate outcome? So immediate outcome was a large number of media story was generated criticizing such wrongdoing by the largest mobile phone operator in the country, that is Grameenphone. Apart from this, the anti-tobacco group in the country made protest in social media by their own ways, and the WHO country office contacted with the Grameenphone and bring the issue in their attention that they are doing wrong with the name of WHO Bangladesh office. So that was the immediate outcome. And what was the result? The immediate results, just after 1 day of our exposure, of our unveiling and protest, the Grameenphone removed the post from their Facebook page. And we congratulate, given thanks to Grameenphone, and also shared the success case among the national and international community. So that was the result, what we have done. My question to you all, is there any tobacco industry connection with the Grameenphone? Initially, we didn't find any direct tobacco industry relation with the Grameenphone, but we were searching the relationship between Grameenphone and tobacco industry, and later we found, yes, in 2019, the Telenor Health, which is a subsidiary of Telenor Group, the same subsidiary owned by Grameenphone. Grameenphone also is a subsidiary of Telenor. So Telenor Health received 75,000 US dollar from Smoke Free Foundation. The PMI Smoke Free Foundation. The Smoke Free Foundation is actually promoting the alternative tobacco products. That means e-cigarette. So they received grant from Smoke Free Foundation in 2009, and the Telenor Health, which is owned by the Telenor Group. I say it is a Norway-based business group, which is also main shareholder. I mean, the 56% of the share in Grameenphone held by Telenor. So there is a link between tobacco industry and Grameenphone, and we have exposed this fact on 20th May through an alert. So that is the tobacco industry relationship with the Grameenphone we finally exposed. And I want to end up my presentation with a small slide that tobacco industry is not changing. Even during this pandemic situation, they are same as they were previous. So thank you all. This is very brief presentation from Bangladesh. Thank you.